Sometimes you just need to hear it from someone else. You know, you're going around and around in your head about it, and maybe you can't talk to other people you know about it. And so you come to us. You can DM us at Ben and Kelly Show, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We'll toss it out to our listeners and get you that unbiased opinion. Or maybe someone's been in your shoes, in your situation, and can lend some advice.
I feel like, quote, Linda has heard this show before, so she knows that there can be a bit of tough love dished out. So hopefully she's ready for it. Hey, Ben and Kelly, please don't judge me too much. Well, not you, but your listeners. I'm trying hard to rebuild my marriage. My husband and I have 3 young kids. Well, 4 months ago, I met a man, I'll call him Jack, who made me feel like I haven't felt in a long time. We have not gotten together romantically. We tried several times to stop seeing each other, but unfortunately, my attraction to him was too strong. Last week, my husband and I separated. I saw Jack last weekend. Before things went too far, I told him I had an STI. He practically had a heart attack, ended it on the spot.
Oh.
The thing is, what I said wasn't true. I just couldn't think of another way to make him stop being available so I could concentrate on my marriage. But I feel like a coward. I'm heartbroken. Not only do I miss Jack terribly, but I also can't bear the thought that someone who made me feel so happy would just turn his back on me. Would there be any point in telling him that I lied? Or did I do the right, albeit cowardly thing? Thank you so much for your help.
Well, Linda, no, to answer your question, I don't think there is any point in telling him that you lied, unless you just you don't want him to like spread weird like stories about you. If you're worried about that, maybe you could, but I don't think that's going to make things between you guys better. And maybe and think of this, maybe he enjoyed the chase knowing that you were unavailable.
Yeah.
And now that all of a sudden you're available, he's like, oh,
I'm out.
Yeah. I mean, and that sounds shallow and callous to say that, you know, guys might do something like that, but it's a possibility.
But who are we most trying to win back? Are we trying still to rebuild the marriage, even though you're like separated, or are we trying to pursue Jack? That's what I'm a little confused about. Like, who are you most worried about losing? Like, are you still thinking something stopped you from sealing the deal with Jack? And I think that's still the fact that you want to work on your marriage. And if that's really the priority, then we need to leave Jack alone.
I was going to say, listen to that voice.
Yes. That stopped you for a reason.
And let Jack sink into the sea.
Let him go. Let him go.
Let him go.
You don't try to pull him up on the door.
No, there is no room on that emotional door, Linda. You let Jack die in that icy North Atlantic water.
How do we always end up back on Titanic and the door? How do we always do that? You have music?
You let him go.
Jack. You're watching the scene right now.
Jack. No. Shh. No. Let him go. Let him go. He's done. He's your past.
Jack.
No.
There's a boat. Jack.
Don't do it, Linda.
There's a boat.
It doesn't matter. There's an emotional boat.
I'll never let go.
Let him go. Let him go.
Jack.
No, let him go.
Jack.
No.
This is not helping. This is not helping. We are trying to let go of Jack. We're trying to refocus on our marriage. We're trying to help Linda dig herself out of this enormous hole she's dug herself in.
Again, I think you just need to let him go. Like,
yes.
We're being silly about it, but
right.
Just like the Titanic, let him sink into the sea.
Exactly. I feel like Jack showed you his true colors. That should tell you right now he's not the best choice for you. Let's reinvest in the marriage and really get to the bottom on if that is over or not. Give it your best shot.
Yeah.
Give it your full attention.
Right. Right. And, look, hey, let's not gloss over the fact that even though you weren't physically cheating, you were emotionally cheating for sure.
Exactly.
But, I think that maybe more can be forgiven with emotional cheating than the other part of that. So I don't know. I'm not your non-Jack, your non-husband, or your husband, or separated from you. So I don't know. All I know.
Bottom line is we need to figure out what's going on with your marriage. If it's done, then you need to close that door fully before you try to get on a door with anybody else named Jack.
Get on a door. Let him go. Let him go.
Exactly. Let's figure out the marriage first. Stop it. There's a Jack.
It doesn't. No. There's.
Oh, this is heartbreaking with the music. God.
No.
Oh, God.
We're all sad to see Jack go. We are.
Oh, God.
Let him sink.
Not the same Jack.
Let him go.
Oh,
We're
it's
an
tragic.
emotional wreck.
Why?
Linda, you
Why?
lay there on that door and you rebuild your marriage with your husband. You let Jack sink into the ocean.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
It's just so tragic.
It is. All right. So, hey, I don't know if anybody has anything they want to add to it, but I think we're all saying the same thing here, right?
Yeah, let Jack go. You got to figure out your marriage first.
All right. There you go. Hopefully that helps. That's diving into the DMs here on 99.7 DJX.